And if you think you know what's coming next, then think again.
1 week, one demanding challenge.
You must deliver a family room.
A room reveal that will define their block experience.
It's important to set off what the style is for the house in this room.
Their hard work boils down to tonight. It's Judgment Day. Over the past 5 days, they've been addressing the lessons from last week's Garage Challenge.
Invest more time and money in functional things like storage.
Ben and Quinn have to tighten the purse strings.
We just can't afford that. That was ridiculous.
Joe and Damo, it's the finer touches.
Finishing touches are really important for first impression.
Marie and James need to better utilise space.
In terms of your storage, a little question mark about where the bigger items go.
For our current block hotshots,
Hey, somebody that's actually got some styling going on again.
more of the same.
Alex and Corbin.
No pressure. But there'd be more headaches this week.
Corbin, James, Ben.
3 houses failed a moisture test from their ground floor concrete slabs.
The next solution is to put a moisture barrier over the whole thing.
Ben and Quinn fell way behind.
I'm really worried that I'm not going to get all of this done.
They've succeeded in turning it all around through sheer hard work. We'll join them for the final countdown to Tools Down and find out if they can top last week's lofty scores.
It all starts now.
The Morning Rumble on the Rock with Rog, Leah and Bryce. And how's this weather? Days and days of sunshine. Can we officially say summer's on the way?
Totally.
It's our second room challenge finale. The pressure's winding up. The clock's winding down.
Yeah. We get up this morning, we've got a deadline at 11:30 and we've still got quite a bit to do.
I want these to be up there.
On this side, leaning this way.
It's a tall order.
It is glass
1 week condenses
and it's been broken.
Damn it.
into one almighty cram.
What, is this for all 4 or?
No, this one.
Oh, what?
1. The pressure is intense, you know, there is no moment to rest.
Damo, can you just cover the couch? I'm really nervous about paint over everything.
2 hours to go, there's lots to do. We've got lots of cleaning up to do, getting rid of dust, vacuuming the carpet. We just want to make sure everything's ticked off and we don't want the judges saying that we've put something in the wrong place. So it's really important just to get everything right.
Last night, Ben pulled a double shift for pregnant Quinn.
Hello! It's the morning.
Hello. Having fallen behind earlier in the week.
These late nights are killing us. I feel so sorry for Ben.
Now it's all about keeping up appearances.
I'm just going to mock up a piece of board to cover up the hole where our fireplace is meant to be.
We really want to nail execution in all of the rooms, so we want to make sure it looks perfect.
Anything less won't cut it if Marie and James are to bounce back from landing bottom place in last week's garage reveal.
I knew this would happen. I don't think I like the chair.
Our plan for the house is to introduce natural elements into it.
Oh, it matches that green, but I don't know if it matches that green.
You know, that wood feature is definitely one of the key items, but the colours that came out were slightly different to what we originally expected.
Okay.
That was the only green they had, and honestly, James, I struggled with occasional tears.
Yeah. I think we need to start speeding up, eh?
Yes, we do.
It's crucial they set the tone right for their first living space.
It does give the judges a bit of an idea of what we're going to carry on through in the house.
I'm worried that it's going to take away that feature there.
I think Marie's being critical of herself, and I'm quite happy with what we've produced. I'm liking how it's looking.
Our parents-to-be, Quinn and Ben in House 1, are also desperate to boost their fledgling budget with a room challenge win.
There's the money.
It's really starting to feel like somewhere you want to be hanging out with your family, and it's so cosy in there already, and I can't wait to get the final touches in there.
You just tell me where to put it and I'll put it there.
Okay.
The way that we first pictured it is basically a kid getting up at 6 a.m. in the morning because their favourite TV show's on. They sprint down the stairs and run and jump on the couch, and they're just enjoying that little space. And that's, I think, what we've got in there.
And to the right a wee bit. Nice. Yeah, that's good.
It's not all happy families at Joe and Damo's.
Time's going to go fast, honey.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Oh, can you put something down? You're not painting with that big brush?
Yeah, I'm just doing...
No. I'm not cleaning up paint. Just put something down.
Oh, okay, Joey.
Joe's struggled to settle on a style direction this week. Now Damo can't settle on the finish.
The paint is going to drip from the ceiling, honey. There. What was wrong with it before? I thought it was perfect before.
Heaps of bumps and I'm just going to roll it. Certainly a lot of anxiety with countdown to reveal. And then you get tired on top of that. And it's just...
And grumpy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Damo is not feeling too good. He's sick. He's tired. And, yeah, it's not very fun, to be honest. But anyway, how about just here? Okay.
I'm wrong. You can decide.
Can you just tell me if it's straight then?
Yep. It looks good.
But I'm not even holding it against the wall. Is that straight?
Yep.
At House 3, our cunning couple, Corbin and Alex, once again find themselves ahead of the pack.
Yeah, so I think the fact that we stayed up till midnight and got most of it done last night has definitely helped us, and I kind of like that.
You never know with the block. There's always twists and turns.
They've turned their back on the brief.
Early on, we decided that this family room was going to become a formal room.
Last week's Room Challenge winners are playing the long game.
What if we missed, Alex?
To be honest, the original plan of making it a formal room hasn't actually come to fruition because I couldn't get the couches and the furniture that I was originally planning, so it's definitely more casual than what I originally planned.
Still, it's hard to imagine Mum letting the kids loose on this climbing wall.
I think if it was a true family room where kids have been running around, we would just present a destroyed room, and we really don't want to present a destroyed room.
I'll be interested to see what the judges have to say about this. Whatever game they're playing, it seems to be getting into the others' heads.
I'm not sure if I'm going to put Connect 4 up there. Maybe over here. We don't have to use it. Think of all the stuff that was in Alex and Corbin's garage.
Yeah.
There was so much stuff and it looked awesome. All right, we haven't got much longer.
I like the photo things.
They're $3.
What?
I know. You can call me the budget queen.
Budget queen.
I'm really happy with our room. I love everything in it. I love the flow. Colours look cool. I'm happy.
You know, that TV is so massive. I'm kind of glad we lost because if we got the 80-inch, even the 70-inch, I do not know where we would have put it.
I still wish we did a little bit better on that boat challenge.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we decided to put the TV in the family room because we didn't want to make it a focal point of our living space. Yeah, it is a little bit concerning that the room is a bit small and the TV's big, but I think the proportions in terms of the fireplace and the layout of the space should be fine.
If Alex and Corbin have done a 180 on their brief, Marie and James have at least taken a risky detour.
It was recommended that we put doors in our room to separate the living and family, but I knew that wasn't going to work. I couldn't see doors being on the side of the fireplace, so you do what's best for the house.
We'll see whether that decision comes back to bite them with the judges. 1 hour to go! 1 hour!
It's way too much paint, Damo.
Yeah, I'm going to spread it around.
It just frustrates me. He doesn't put down drop cloths when he's painting.
Apart from a judge coming through here, I don't think anyone would really worry about it too much.
It's the judges we're worrying about, though.
Yeah.
If something were to go wrong and I would be like, Damo, you know, I did too, he'd be like, stop nagging, and then he'd have a go at me, so.
Are we keeping these candles in here because they're throwing me off? Too much yellow. Parrot's going back. What about the Jenga over there?
just am so relaxed.
Good.
We may as well have a coffee and breakfast.
Okay, we're just gonna go get us some coffees then.
We can't have two plants in the same place.
You got 3 up there.
Yes, but they're a trio of plants. They stay together.
The hardest thing about our Saturday morning was deciding where to put the pineapple.
There's one broken pineapple right there. Is that the winning combo?
All right, I'm moving the Jenga.
Half an hour.
Should I paint it or should I not bother?
You probably should.
Yesterday when it was a bare room, I kind of worried that it wasn't going to turn out, but as usual, all Marie's shopping comes into the room and it just makes it, so yeah, stoked.
I don't like the chair.
I can't get this stupid roller thing off. Ugh.
What about the hourglass?
Well, I think the hourglass will look nice in here, but I'll just shuffle these around.
Oh, you dress the room, I'll vacuum.
I might just sit on the couch and see what it feels like.
No, don't. Oh.
Too late. Oh, this is a really comfortable couch. Yeah, we're really happy. I think, you know, there's a lot of things we can improve on.
Honey, I'll do this. You go and deal with the paint stuff if you need to paint.
I'm freaking out. Can't control myself.
Yeah, it's been a month since I've sat on the couch and I'm loving this.
My toes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tools down, everyone. Put your tools down now.
Tools down.
We did it.
Yay! Good week. Good week. Good work.
Well done, Joanna. Well done.
We're really happy. The room's done. It's looking really cool, colourful. Looks like a really fun family room.
Can't wait to see how we go in a few hours.
Yay!
Done.
Yay.
Yeah, it's always nerve-wracking going in, just waiting, you know, what are they going to say?
G'day everyone, how you doing?
Good. Okay.
We're a bit nervous, we're a bit tired.
Right, your second completed room, but your first proper living space. And I've got to say, I was pleased to see that some of you are taking control and not allowing your tradies to run riot over your budgets. And when I say that, I'm actually thinking of you two, Quinn and Ben. As far as the work goes, once again, for many of you, it was down to the wire. But for the first time I can remember in block history, Alex and Corbin, you finished before tools down. How on earth did you do that?
I think there was a bit of luck involved, maybe.
A lot went to plan, probably, that never happens on the block.
Could have been skill, could have been organisation. I promise you, luck has nothing to do with it on this show.
Alex and Corbin getting a bit too comfortable there. It's time for them to, you know, move down the ladder.
Of course, there can be only one winning family room. It's going to be very interesting to see who takes the lead this week and pockets that $4,000 towards your budget from our good mates at Kiwi Bank. But before we get to that, shall we get some feedback? You nervous? Get used to it.
Our judges and style tastemakers this year are Managing Director of Your Home and Garden magazine, Shelley Ferguson, and award-winning architect and interior designer, Mark Gascoigne. Let's hear what they had to say.
Rightio. Marie and James.
From the outset this week,
Faster.
Marie and James have been chasing one thing: renovation redemption.
All I know for sure, James, is we are not coming last. Although it is a small room, there are quite a few things we need to get done. James is putting in the jib bracing, which we get inspected for in a few hours.
We had a pretty rough start to the block. We had a few problems in garage week, and we didn't finish the week that well. So this week we're looking to improve on that, and a win would be really welcome at this point.
They started with a clearer strategy.
It will go well with the wood and it will just bring out your artwork. This makes it feel really nice and light and fresh. The biggest strength we're bringing to the block right now is sticking to our plan, and we really think we are on to a winner here.
Marie had her swagger back and her eye on the prize.
So I want to really make that stand and get all the grains to come out.
Okay, yeah, I've got just a thing for you. How much are we looking at?
I definitely want to prove to the others that me and James are a force to be reckoned with.
We've always wanted to go with a natural sort of theme and bring wood into the room.
They ran with a botanical-inspired palette. With an impressive concrete half laid, they had that fire in the belly again.
Let's turn it on.
I'm quite worried about the chair. I don't know if it goes with the room. I feel it gives it a retro feel.
I think Marie's being critical of herself. I have a good feeling when we walk into the room. I'm feeling comfortable, and I'm liking how it's looking.
6 o'clock, guys!
Team Yellow.
Okay.
When I walk into this room, I really like the feel of this room.
So do I.
The judges thought your room was sophisticated and inviting.
Oh, wow.
Possibly this would feel like something for people with more grown-up kids.
We made that artwork, so we had to use that as kind of, I guess, the inspiration for the room.
They've taken this close-up picture of the tree with the drops of dew, and I feel like they've chosen a really fresh, botanical-inspired palette from that, which I like.
You faced big decisions around the layout with the fireplace, and you've done well.
I think the fireplace is going to be a major feature of this room. They've got real strength there of the TV. They've made it the hero of that wall. And as a practical point of view, let's face it, when you're sitting in a room like this, to look at the TV and the fireplace at the same time is a bit of a win-win.
But the brief was for a space for the family to laugh and play, and that means noise. So it does need doors. You disagree with that?
I've definitely come across people that are competitive, like Marie is. They scare me.
I just think if we put doors there, it would have encroached into more space, and that fireplace is big enough, but I understand what they mean.
Okay, well, let's hope it doesn't all hinge on that disagreement then.
Instantly, to me, loses, there's a sound factor, cosy factor.
They've made a really interesting decision to connect this family room to the rest of the house, but without the option of
closing it
off. You know, to get doors that suited the house was quite hard, and, you know, it was going to encroach on space, it was going to take away the symmetry that we had, and I just felt like it wasn't going to work.
The blonde wood floor with the perfectly matched green chair was a big hit.
Wow.
I do love the textures going on in here. I love the linen feel on the couch. I like the seagrass mat. I like the raw-looking oak floor. I think there's some really nice things going on. And I do love the big windows because it just feels like the place it's warm without being too obviously open.
When you're watching TV, you don't want the reflection of the light coming in and ruining the show. So they've got a double track up there with some block-out material behind that they can pull across.
The curtains and use of technology made the room a standout.
Look what they've done here. Everything
that's really
can
clever.
be driven through the iPad.
No, that's
Watch, listen, lights.
That includes like music, lighting, and the TV and the sky.
So important in this tech day and age to have automation and make things easy. People will love coming in here and actually driving their room.
Overall, Mark thought it was a strong, confident room.
Holy moly.
With a relaxing feel.
It really was a kind of a together space, well thought out, and I think that's the key to me.
Shelley thought the colour palette was perfect, but there was perhaps too many things that didn't quite match.
there's a few different styles going on.
There are.
Maybe one too many. I feel like the botanical, outdoor-inspired, the timber, it's quite nature-driven.
Yes.
They've got the mid-century as well. It works because of the chair.
Yep.
But then they've got this really modern floating glass table, and then they've also brought in concrete, you know, as well as the wood there, the whitewashed wood.
I think I'm just really critical of myself, and I put a lot of pressure on myself. So I think that's all I'm walking away thinking. You could have done this, you could have done that.
For something that's so neutral, it could have just been really flat, but somehow the details they've done in it make it feel quite inviting.
Overall, I think they've done a great job.
I think so too.
I think the room really works. The chair still ties in with the rug and the other timber features, so I'm happy.
Coming up,
Joe and Damo.
I like it.
Marie and James have impressed the judges with their botanical-inspired family room. It's Joe and Damo's turn under the spotlight.
Joe and Damo.
It's fair to say our fiery fielding duo
Don't wipe it off.
have been a little on edge this week.
You're going to make me sand all this now?
I'm going to sand it and it'll take me like 5 seconds.
Sick of second place, Alex and Corbin. Smiles were in short supply this week, as was cash.
Remember, this week it has to be minimum.
Minimum spend.
Yeah, we need. I don't want to go anything over $4,000.
Sickness on top of the stress of the build
Damo.
took Damo down.
Damo.
What?
We're good to go.
Okay, honey.
Come on, let's go. It is going to be a dark space because we've only got this window.
Lighting is key in this room.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, honey.
Down on dollars, Damo rallied with patchy results.
How about that? Hey? Give me a job.
Looks like you cut like a thief, mate.
You know.
Shortcuts cost him with the council.
Here, I'd steer the building inspector come around and didn't pass inspection.
Not once, but twice.
Peel that up.
Yeah.
Take that out, screw the sheet off, and then screw it off as a GS1.
It's just a matter of learning the building code.
Third time's a charm.
All right, cheers. Enjoy. Next time, mate.
With the jib up, Joe hits the wall.
I'm really confused about this room.
We need to make a decision.
I know we need to make a decision. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just feeling really flat. I'm feeling really down. My creative flow just has come to a halt.
The power's back on.
And last week's last-minute lighting debacle clearly knocked their confidence.
It's really hard to work out where to hang lights and things when you've actually got no furniture or anything in the room.
It's a pretty low-seated sofa.
Well, I think we have to put legs on it, don't we?
Joe found her mojo clearly doing what she does best.
Shopping! Yay!
Okay, then. What are these?
Aren't they cool? They're crates.
She's got a really good eye for design and colour and all that stuff, so...
Funny. These are bars, and you can put flowers coming out as ears.
She's a bit of a pirate, one-eyed pirate fishing king. Got the eye for it. Hey, honey. Something like that.
Come on, sleep. The couch looks real comfy. And I decided to do a little bit of artwork on the wall, so... And then I'm gonna wake up again, and then the room's gonna get revealed. Dun, dun, dun. I think the judges will like the fact that we've gone out and used a lot of colour.
What do you think?
I like it. It's fresh and cohesive and considered.
The first impression was that they loved the fresh and cool colour palette.
Yeah, I think the palette's pretty cohesive. Nice bits of wood as accents here and there, and along with quite a neutral palette.
I feel like it's the same house as the garage we saw last week. There's the metallic accent, which they've done in the paint effect, which ties to the garage nicely.
Choice of furniture was good, with no hard edges, perfect for a family. Well done.
And usually in such a small room, I would not want to overtake it with a piece of furniture.
Sure.
But in this instance, I think you have to. It's a family room, you need a big couch.
But Mark and Shelley disagreed about the paint effect. Mark thought it was token and corporate, but Shelley thought it showed personality and flair.
This looks a little lost. I would have just liked to have seen them carry on what they were doing here throughout the room a bit more.
Yeah, it got late last night and I thought, oh, I got to do something else. Got the time, let's do something. So I just, painted this thing on the wall and it looks really cool.
Okay, I disagree with your thoughts on the paint effect. I really like it. And I feel like it brings that fresh, modern feel of this end of the room through. I also really like how it picks up on last week. They had those cinder blocks painted in the metallic in the garage. And I think it shows a little bit of personality and flair, and I think it's really paid off. Some of the finishing touches, the homewares, the books, have a really nice personal touch. They've chosen these nice chalky brights and poppy pastels, and I feel like it's a nice, fresh but neutral palette for them to work off.
I probably wouldn't have done such a bright room if we hadn't had that piece of artwork to use in the room. Yeah, we just decided to play with the colours since we had that to go with.
The light greys can sometimes be a bit cool, but I think, as you say, what they've put with it, I think that works quite well.
It could have done with more layers of lighting.
Should we check to see if the lights are really dim?
Absolutely.
I've got a thing about lights that dim, so when you're watching a movie, you can kind of get it dark. So let's see what happens if I push this. Oh, they do. That's good.
Lighting in a family room is key.
I would have liked to have seen perhaps a table light, but, I'm a bit fussy about light.
No, I think there's a layer of lighting missing, which could have even come from a wall sconce or a table lamp, because it just adds that emotion and atmosphere, doesn't it?
Just the feeling of warmth and security you get by a table light.
They did agree, though, that the market would actually love your room, which is a big plus.
They're going for resale and they're going for wow factor.
Yeah.
So I love it because I feel like somebody would walk in here and it's a fresh, quite clean palette that would appeal to a lot of people.
We've designed it that apart from the paint on the wall, the cross, you can actually, everything else can be moved out. It's a neutral room.
So overall?
Overall, I think they've done a great job.
Nice first impression.
Definitely.
And like you, I was wondering about, because I think the garage was pretty strong, and just whether it was going to match, and it does.
Coming up,
Quinn and Ben.
Wow. Different?
Yeah.
The judges were split on Joe's extreme wall design. Time to see if Quinn and Ben's is that cohesive.
Quinn and Ben.
Family room. Wow, but it needs insulating.
With a baby on the way, inspiration for this room challenge was running high. Quinn's energy wasn't.
You don't mind staying up?
I don't mind.
You're sick of me anyway today, aren't you?
Get to bed.
Okay.
She's been spewing here, there and everywhere. Inevitably, we're always going to be a person, or half a person down at least.
You right?
Nah.
Compounding their problems, the roll-on effect from last week's garage blowout.
We need to be tight on our pennies at this stage.
The budget is affecting how fast this room's going up. We're miles behind.
Ben had no choice but to take on the role of building apprentice.
We're saving $45 an hour, probably. I mean, I've never been paid that much in my life. I'm really worried that I'm not going to get all of this done.
While Ben shouldered the building burden, Quinn went collecting.
I just need to make sure they fit our space, and I'm pretty sure they do. It's nice going out shopping, being away from the block and just taking my time, do, and they always have nice toilets at least.
But that winning feeling was flushed away when their sanding ran behind schedule and delayed the waterproofing.
No one's been able to do anything for 8 hours, and it's the day before room reveal.
They mucked in and moved on. Installing wooden floors, soundproof sliding doors.
Oh, yeah, they're damn nice.
Real nice.
And recessed shelving.
Those shelves look primo.
I hope the judges say wow, because I think it's such a nice room, like visually, and to be sitting in. It's just real comfy, eh?
Wow. Different?
Overall, your ideas are great. The colour and textures are all perfect, and your instincts are spot on.
I like this picture, though. I've got a bit of a thing for musical instruments, as you know, and I thought this richness of grain that they've brought out in this picture of the violin is quite nice because it picks up the couch. And I thought that element was quite strong.
Hit with a clever corner opening doors and timber floors.
Because I love the richness and darkness of the floor, and I really like this rug on it. I think that really pings a bit of light into it.
We put carpet in our garage, but we're keeping our whole lower level all wooden floor and then all carpet upstairs.
I love the use of the sliding doors that meet at the corner. I really like it.
I like that too. I really like the fact that you could then open it up.
Overall, good room, but let down by certain key elements.
I think, you know, if I was coming in to look at buying this house, I can imagine people considering families would think this is great to have something that's a little bit private but still can be connected to the family by the use of those two doors that intersect on the angle, which I thought was a really nice touch.
They loved the sliding doors, but the room lacked privacy and it had a hard edge feel to it.
My first thought is, what if mum's in the lounge with a wine doesn't want a bar of seeing the kids?
Right. Okay.
Even if they had have put a window treatment or a lovely big blind or a curtain.
A blind or a pair of sliding shutters in front of it.
Soundproofing.
Yes.
I feel like it would have meant that you could use it in whichever way you wanted it.
The big issues were all well handled though, but the couches were wrong for the room.
You know, I think if I sit down on something like this, my knees sort of hang over, so I would have, something that you could kind of sprawled on would have been nice.
When I'm watching a DVD, I want a couch that feels like it's going to swallow me up.
Yes.
You can all pile in there together and put blankets on. These are probably a little small and a little hard-edged.
Yes.
We tried extra hard to keep our budget down this week. If we had more money, then I would get one massive couch to fill the back wall and the corner.
If you really wanted to curl yourself up, watch a movie, they feel a little bit upright to me.
I love the use of storage. This recessed shelving works really, really nicely, and I think the timber adds warmth and texture to the room, which it needs.
But that timber doesn't match the floor.
No.
And although the choice of timber was a good one, the shelves and the floor did not match.
So you've got a very, very dark pair of doors here with a dark tint. And I would have liked to actually seen, you know, some really strong colour.
Yes. Can you imagine the dark oak floors and the pops of yellow and white, and then a really dark navy?
Yeah.
Or a moody grey?
We wanted to always keep the walls and the decor quite neutral, and then with the furnishings just go a bit crazy.
But you are being overly cautious. You need to back yourselves and go big, especially with colour.
The block is so much harder than we ever thought it was going to be. Truly, woolly.
Start seeing some rest from you too, all right?
Just hang in there, babe. We've only got 7 more weeks left.
7? God.
It would have been a big call, but if they'd pulled it off with one really strong colour in here, I think it might have popped the finishings out a bit more.
I mean, overall, it's nice. The colours are nice. They have considered a colour scheme and they've executed it well. It just feels a little cold for a family room.
If you took all the furniture out and the accessories, it would still be a really nice room that you can change into whatever you want. So that's what I'd be looking for as a home buyer.
Coming up.
And finally, Alex and Corbin.
The judges liked Quinn and Ben's sliding doors and dark wooden floors. Have Alex and Corbin been as bold?
And finally, Alex and Corbin.
Okay, so I'm wanting to make this not the main family room. I actually want to make it the formal room.
When they broke from the brief early,
our family room's going to be out here by the kitchen.
It was clear our renovation power couple had a strategy. Alex and Corbin.
Oh my God!
It is really important to set the tone of our overall house design in this first room, and that is largely why we're not going with the family room.
But luxury lounges don't build themselves. And they've found themselves behind with the less glamorous essentials.
Oh no, installation's not done, that's a fail.
5 minutes!
0. So we'll be back in the afternoon.
They soon caught up and overtook everyone again with typical ruthless execution and careful planning.
We do have something lined up for this room. It's a bookshelf made out of brass, and because my key feature in the house is going to be small little elements of brass. This little guy's coming with me. He's cute.
Alex has been out shopping pretty much the entire day, which is actually a good thing. Shopping is probably the most important thing about this whole build.
But Alex was stumped when it came to settling on a sofa.
This has just turned out to be the biggest nightmare. This room. The couch that I want doesn't match the curtains. Then Joe chooses the couch that I want. Then my backup couch Marie has. If I don't get the right colour, then everything else that I've planned is completely out the window. I've set myself the deadline of midday today to choose a couch. You don't have it in this colour? I need a cream anyway.
We've got it in this colour here.
That colour there?
This colour here.
Oh my gosh, dream couch. Got my couch, got my couch, got my couch.
With the luxury of last week's challenge win money in the bank, they've pulled their cunning plan together.
We want dramatic, luxury, kind of just like a really nice, comfortable space.
For a sophisticated family.
I really hope that when the judges first walk into our room that they go wow as they did last week. If they go wow, then that's all we need.
First impressions.
Yes.
Style statement.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Once again, the judge's first impression was wow. Unfortunately, it was wow, where's the family room?
Family room? No.
No. So the brief is, it was to be a space for the whole family to get together, hang out, play. As an architect, I have to work to the brief, otherwise my clients get grumpy. It's sad to start off with a negative because my impression of walking into the space is I like the space. I really do.
It's absolutely beautiful. I think the styling, the choices of furniture,
Yep.
the way they've used pale tones but still managed to keep everything warm is right on the money.
They described it as a strong and sophisticated formal lounge, which is sort of what you were going for, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was slick and stylish, but not a room made for families.
This is a kind of an adult room where I don't think there is that really interactive kind of family thing going on.
But my gut feeling is that that will get overlooked on auction day.
Yeah, sure.
And people will pay money for this. And I wonder if they've made a choice here, a strategic choice, to not keep quite to the brief, but to try and make wow factor and sell the house for the most.
When we get to actually doing the family room, we will think about our nieces and nephews and how they would treat the place. We're just not at that room just yet. Sorry to the brief.
You and I have both said to each other as we've been doing this series, we'd like to see some personality, so we're seeing some here. So, hey, big ups to them for doing that.
The cream couch and the cream rug would not last the afternoon with kids.
I think that the choice of materials is pretty sophisticated. Cream couch, it's not tomato sauce friendly, I've got to say, but there I am sounding like an old parent again.
The shelves, although clever and stylish, would quickly become a climbing wall.
I mean, it's... Oh, God.
I know, yeah.
That would
Don't break
terrify
it.
any
Don't
mother.
break it.
Imagine where that terrarium's going to end up, probably on the kid's head.
Hey, the kids would love to climb that.
They both thought it was a beautiful room, though, and the risks you've taken have paid off.
They've taken some real risks here. So you know, I don't want to see them penalised for that.
I love the risks they've taken, and I think they absolutely pay off. To a fashion-forward, sophisticated Auckland buyer, this house is going to get them spending some money.
Interesting, I'm seeing stylistic touches coming through with these guys.
We've pulled in navy blue with our curtains and a couple of cushions and navy blue elements throughout the room, and also brass, which is going to be a common feature throughout our house.
And so they're very consistent. I've got to say they're really confident in their styling. Really know what they're about, know what they like.
We don't want to fill a room with toys and Lego and bits and pieces because it's just not going to go with what we're trying to do.
In fact, Shelley would be happy to have it in her house, just once her kids have moved out.
This room tears me in two because it's very me style-wise and I love it and I think they have nailed that. But I'm a mum of 2 little boys and they would destroy this room.
We're definitely going to do what it takes to win. We're going to try our hardest.
Would love to be able to win for at least a good sum of money so we can start to build our family and our family home.
Right, let's start with Shelley's mark, shall we?
My money's on Alex and Corbin. Shelley said she wanted that room in her house.
Looks like Shelley's going to be buying Alex and Corbin.
Yeah.
You think you know who's going to win, but you don't.
It is really difficult because if there is a brief that doesn't fit with our house and we need the $4,000, that's a real predicament.
Oh, we've probably got a chance, but we've said that many times and we've ended up, you know, second, third or fourth, so.
We've got a competition today, haven't we? Joe and Damo leading at the halfway stage. Second last week, how you feeling?
My heart's just starting to go da-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
Rhea James in second at this point.
It's looking much better than last week's points.
Alex and Corbin, that's a bit of a drop.
We expected that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's move right along.
It does feel a bit that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that reflect the comments that you got, you feel?
It didn't sound like they liked it in their comments.
Yeah.
Okay, we shall have to wait and see. Time for Mark's numbers, unless you know. Stick with the drill.
See, it's all about getting the brief, but we don't want it.
I really don't know. I'm just happy that the judges have seen what we were trying to demonstrate in that room.
Are you shaking or is your heart beating?
Both.
If we won 4,000 this week, I would be so happy.
So the winners with the best family room and $4,000 from Kiwi Bank, from last to first, Marie and James.
Well done! Holy moly! I am in complete shock. I almost fell over. I can't believe we came first. I fully walked out of that room and I wasn't happy. And to know we came first, wow.
That was genuine shock there from you.
I'm crying.
Last to first must feel really good, so we're really happy for them.
They have obviously just worked so hard on this room and it's really paid off.
Oh, Joe and Damo, second again.
Oh, yeah, gutted, eh? Oh, it's just starting to wear a bit thin, eh? Like, we're getting some good feedback again, but I mean, it means bugger all, really.
Hurt more this week?
Yeah, we need the money at the moment, but next time, eh?
Next time.
Alex and Corbin, that's a bit of a drop. Is that all part of the plan, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a risk we're willing to take.
Just that particular room that we're working with wouldn't have worked for a family room for us. It'll be somewhere else.
All right, playing the end game. We shall wait and see. Not a great result this week for you two.
Yeah, it's a pretty score, but I love our room, so whatever.
All right, but you are going to need money. That's what winning these rooms is all about. As a whole, I feel it's a little bit of a movement down this week, and it is very obvious that none of you have children. And I think also there's two of us here that have learnt, and it's a lesson for all of us, you must keep to the brief if you want to have any chance of winning the room prizes. Don't forget that.
They still beat us.
Oh my gosh. We're so happy to go back and talk to our tradies and let them know that we came first this week.
We've got a lot of work to get done. At the same time, we want to make a great job and show the judges what we're all about.
Well done, bro. It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel at the moment.
Yeah, we need to step up our game.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Next week, I give them the room challenge they've been holding on for.
By the end of the week, you will be the proud new owners of your very own flushing toilet.
Yay! Hello. Hi.
And Dinner Wars is back. How will they judge each other this year?
This challenge seems to bring out everyone's true colours, largely due to the prize. It's huge.
Strategy is going to come out in this competition.
And with so much at stake,
There'll be no love tonight, that's for sure.
some start throwing their weight around.